DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Fournette, a first down carry, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Fournette. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cardinals 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
At their 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. After 7-0, on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Cardinals nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And it's caught off the deflection. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Murray's going to yield to Drake on the option. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Pickup brings up second and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Murray. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to you,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much much generated offensively, they've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
The kicker on for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Drake will start the drive on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bucs 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Slam, slam, slam.
This is Fournette. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's got Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Going up top for Miller. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. 39 yards there, a big one.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, Cardinals 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 16-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Buccaneers 35. Cardinals.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
For Arizona.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now Fournette. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And this one is right through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They stay on the ground with Drake. He finds an opening past the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Right back to Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,